Hello. I want to chat with you today about kind of what's going to go on with this YouTube channel going forward and where my head is at. So, one, you can learn from it. Two, you can know like why you're seeing certain types of content on here, all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I just wanted to chat it out today. I've got my tea and we're just going to like hang out. So, get cozy. Let's do this. So, about a year ago, I guess, maybe more, I started really thinking about like starting another YouTube channel, starting something that was more in the lifestyle realm, about our house, about home decor, about our family, about just everything I enjoy other than business. And I was like, you know what, this is something I'm going to do. It's totally like something I'm meant to do. I feel the pull to do it. I'm gonna do it. And you guys might even remember that I posted on here talking about it and how I was gonna start a second business and how I was gonna start this other YouTube channel, and I was gonna document it all for you so you could learn from everything going forward. And then you'll also notice that I published one video and that was it. So when we started building the house, which has been since like May, June timeframe, when we really started going to the bank and making an offer on the land and thinking about getting serious with the whole building a house thing, I was really like feeling that pull to do that. And it's really interesting as an entrepreneur, and especially as somebody who's like multi-passionate as they come, I have to be really careful. I have to push away things that are like my next big idea, because if I do too much, I get distracted. And I have a web design background. I have all of this background where I could think of a business idea and I could have it branded, have a website built for it, and have it ready up on Facebook in like a night. And so years ago, I had to start being better about that. And I have a whole like journal that I write down my like next big ideas in. And I promised myself several years ago that I would only focus on one thing at a time. So for me, it was just like, that pull has always been there to do something different and to do something extra and just be able to like be me and not have to be giving business advice all the time and that kind of thing. So anyway, was going to start another channel, and then I released really what kind of sparked this next thought I'm going to tell you about is that I released that video on digital planners, and I love that. Like that kind of thing is my jam, like making a digital planner that's like super interactive and looks and feels real and all the things. Like I'm here for it. And I made that digital planner video and it took off. It was getting more than 1,000 views per day, which is insane for me for a video on this channel that's not a little bit older. I've had videos take off, a Trello video and a couple of iMovie videos, a video I did about quitting my job. Some videos have taken off for me, but it's been like after the fact. It's never been, I release it and it does really well. And this one did. And so a lot of you probably came in through that digital planner video. It doubled my subscribers per day. And sure, when that planner video falls off, like YouTube stops favoring it as much or whatever, it's probably gonna drop down a little bit. But that was what happened when I was like, why am I trying to do this on two different platforms? I love teaching about YouTube. I love teaching about blogging and business and all the things in that realm. And I love digital planning and home decor and like all this stuff. And why am I trying to keep it separate? Why not just be me? And that's kind of the thought process there, because I had this video that was like taking off and I was like, oh crap, I should have published this on this other channel. But then, because like that's kind of the direction I was going. But then what it wouldn't have done as good, because a brand new channel is not going to get the kind of views and things like that that I'm able to get with a little bit larger of a channel. And not that I have a huge channel, but you get what I'm saying. So I did a lot of reflection, and I did a lot of just like thinking about what my goals were in life and what I really wanted to be doing. And I kept getting signs and signals from everywhere to lean me towards the fact that I don't need to be splitting this up on two different things. This is my YouTube channel. Yes, I've grown it because it helps people with YouTube and it helps people with business, and I have like all of my most popular videos are in that realm. But that's because that's all I've ever done. And you guys subscribe, hopefully, because not only did you like what I was saying, but you also liked me, right? Because there's 150 other people out in the world who are probably teaching the same thing I've taught, but I told it to you in a different way, or you just resonated with me more, whatever that might be. So yeah, I'm just like, you know what? Like, why don't I take my own advice, because I've told people this before, and not be afraid to kind of get real with you here and have like sit down talking videos rather than talking head steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 kind of videos. And like, why am I not doing that? Because I really crave doing that, and I really crave connecting with you guys more on that level. So that's what's going to happen. Now, I'm not stopping doing like informational videos. I'm not going to stop giving you the bullet points of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on how to do something. I'm not. That's who I am. That's what I love to talk about. I love content marketing. I love blogging. I love YouTubing, podcasting, all of it. And I want to talk about all of it. But I also want to, if I want to vlog and put it up on this channel, I want to be able to do that, and I want you guys to be interested in it. And if I want to, sit down and talk to you about, a mistake I made in my business, or, I don't know, just get more real with you, I feel like I want to be able to do that. So essentially, that's what's going on. I am not changing really much with this channel, but you might see a little bit different types of content going into the channel or going on the channel, but I'm good with it, and hopefully you are too. And hopefully it's a good lesson to you guys if any of you are kind of in the same realm. Now, that being said, I don't feel like you can build a channel really any other way at the beginning than either being like a vlogger and just going all in on that, or doing how-to tutorials and videos and talking head things and showing people how to do things that they're searching for. And again, I won't stop doing that because that grows my channel a ton. But I know I couldn't have done this exact trajectory a couple of years ago. And I'm seeing a lot of other people in the industry do it too, like just getting more real on their channel, being a real person and being less like, step number 1, I think I just spilled my tea, but step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. And so, yeah, I feel like I'm at a place where I can do that. I don't have a huge channel. It's totally fine. But I have built a personal brand. And what was really cool for me is that when I was trying to separate the two, I started another Instagram account, which is, more about that in a minute, but I started another Instagram account. And with that, I told you guys, I told my people on my email list who follow me for business advice that I was going to start the second thing. And a lot of you came running. A lot of you wanted to see that. A lot of you wanted that kind of thing. And what I've really noticed is that I kind of fell off of doing a lot of Instagram stories and things like that on my business Instagram, and was doing a lot more on that personal one. And it's so many of you that are following me there. So I really just want to be able to tell you all about all the things that I love, and to get on here and talk about the things that I'm doing in my life and my business, and give you advice and give you tutorials if I want to, but also sit down and chat with you. And, you know, if I want to like document something we're doing here, like with my family, I want to be able to do that and then put it up on the channel. So I know it's not going to be for everybody, but I also am here to tell you, my foot's going to sleep. I'm also here to tell you that I want you to stick around and that I want to make this channel me and what I love and the things that I want to talk about. So that's kind of my jam. That's kind of what I wanted to say today. Someone reiterated some advice that I have told people before. It's not original to me. I can't remember who I heard it from, but I know I heard it from someone, you know, one of my YouTube forefathers. I like to call them. It was either Tim or Jeremy or Daryl or Sean or somebody. I don't know who I heard it from, but someone once told, it had to have been Tim. Anyway, someone once told someone else when they were talking about how, like, well, they wanted to talk about food, but they also wanted to talk about moving and downsizing, and they also wanted to talk about decor, and they also, you know, like, they had like one kind of channel, but they wanted to incorporate other things. Someone, whoever that was, said, think of your YouTube channel as a station on TV. And there are different shows that come on that station. And my girl Ashley Stom from She Plans, I'll link her up below, but she reiterated that to me on Instagram when I was talking about this, and I was like, oh my gosh, you were so right. And why don't I take my own advice, right? Like, duh. So that's essentially how you can think of this channel, and excuse the sickness sounding junk going on all up in here, but that's kind of how you can think of this channel, and really should think about anybody's channel. Like, of course there's going to be content that I put up that you personally don't want to watch. That's okay. That's been the case from the beginning. Like, you may have come here for Trello and could give a rat patootie about podcasting, and so when I released a podcasting video, you're like, I don't want to watch that. Or you came here for digital planning and you're not a business owner. So it has already been the case for me and my channel, but I just want to make it more real and more raw and more focused on us connecting. And there's going to be content you don't like. There's going to be content you do like. I just challenge you and ask you to stick around for all of it and hang right there with me. If you want to hang out with me on Instagram, I would love for you to hang out with me on my newer personal account. That business account that I have is, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it, because it has always felt very businessy to me. And I'm thinking I want to focus that account on the business side of life, right? Like the things I sell, the offers I have, that kind of thing. But I'm not 100% sure yet. So if you're following me at that one, definitely come over and follow me at the new one, which is Jessica, Jesscuh, Stansberry. And come hang out. I do Instagram stories there literally all the time about anything and everything. So I just want to share that with you guys. I hope it was something that is well received. And yeah, I'd love to know in the comments below if you've ever struggled with having to be a certain thing or having to fit in a certain box, because I know we all do it. And I also know that it can be detrimental to a business to not. But I know that as you, my friend Jacqueline Malone, she talks about like niching and then niching out, because you are able to grow with the niche, and then you are at a point where you can kind of expand. And so that's what's going on. Again, this is not going to become like a decor channel or anything like that. I'm going to keep that stuff for my Instagram, but it is going to become a Jessica channel, which is what it should be anyway, and just where I share my thoughts and I help you guys with whatever you need help with, and where I want to talk to you about something. So if you're here for it, I'd love for you to comment below and let me know what your thoughts are, how you feel about everything, and make sure you hit subscribe if you're brand new here, because I know that if you're brand new here, you're like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't even know she was a channel, much less now she's starting. But go ahead and hit subscribe, because it's a thing and I'm here for it. And I'm upping my schedule to 2 times a week. so that I can give you guys more video content to watch and we can hang out more. So, till next time, bye y'all.